guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be comparing the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. They're both my favorites. I have them for a while now and I've been using and loving them. They are different shades, so I'm not going to be looking at that. I'm actually going to be judging the texture, the coverage, and also the packaging. If you're interested in finding a good full coverage concealer, keep on watching. So I'm going to start by applying my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly on this side of my face. And I like to apply in a triangle shape. I just think it looks much more beautiful when it's blended and it really highlights the face. To blend this product, I'm using just a damp beauty sponge. And I'm just gonna, pat it in and make sure I'm not rubbing off my concealer because we want to have the most coverage. Everything I do on one side of my face, I'm gonna repeat on the other. So we're actually gonna have a fair decision at the end. I'm using my Mercier translucent powder and I'm packing it under my eyes with this Outtakes contour brush. This is amazing for the under eye area. The bristles are not too sharp, so sometimes depending on the brush it really hurts, but this one is super soft and this actually does an amazing job at setting my concealer. So it's really important to set your under eye area with a powder because it's going to prevent your concealer from creasing and it's definitely going to minimize that cracking effect that happens throughout the day. Since we are using a full coverage concealer, I don't find it necessary to use a full coverage powder. This video is not about makeup application, but I can give you one tip that I learned. And when you are applying your under eye concealer and you're, setting it, make sure if you have large pores to always do it downwards, never apply it upwards. Otherwise your pores are gonna look huge. Can you see how amazing it looks? I love it. We are gonna go to the MAC Pro Longwear in NC20. It is much darker than my skin tone currently. When I got it, I was definitely a little bit more tanned than I am now. Clearly, I used to love it and now I just been using more of my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but I want to show you guys how it looks and how it performs. It is a little bit dangerous to have a product like this because if you're having a bad day and you drop it, it's gonna shatter and there's no way of actually salvaging the rest of the products because it's gonna be mixed with glass. Also, another downside, in my opinion, is the pump. With this product, you don't need much, so it's a little bit difficult to just apply a tiny bit. Can you guys see the amount of product I pumped? Like, this is way too much. I could do my entire face with this. Okay, let's do this. I'm using the same beauty sponge and I'm also doing the same technique, like the triangle shape. So I'm just, packing it like I did before. Okay, so looking at both of them, I can already tell you that my MAC concealer is creasing a little bit more than the NARS is, and it's probably, I would say, if you use a little bit, it's not going to crease, but as you saw, I used way too much. I personally think that this side looks like it had a little bit more coverage, even though they did a really good job. Because usually with concealers you have to use like a salmon color before and then you have that beautiful flawless look. But with both of these concealers you don't necessarily need to use any color correcting product before. So I love them, but we are trying to find out which one is the best, and so far the NARS side is winning. I will give 2 hours and then I'll come back and let you guys know how it's going and how it looks like. Hey guys, I'm back. This side, like I mentioned, is creasing way less than this side. The MAC concealer seems to be getting into my fine lines and I'm not enjoying that. Like, no, I don't like that. Not cool. I definitely love this side way more already. I'm not judging by the color. I know there are different shades and this suits me much better currently, but I'm analyzing the texture and the coverage. Comparing these concealers side by side makes me realize that I am absolutely in love with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It looks phenomenal, like it looks flawless. There's just a tiny crease going on, but like very subtle. I'm sure if I would have baked my face, not in the kitchen, just with makeup, it would have turned out perfect. But I'm kind of disappointed at my MAC concealer. I used to love it so much, you have no idea. Like, it used to be my go-to. I used to use it every single time. I actually bet you guys can already tell which one is my favorite, but let's see how it goes throughout the day. A few hours later, I'm gonna come back and let you guys know my final decision. Hey guys, I'm back once again. It's been 3 hours since we last spoke, and I can tell you already the winner. I don't know if you can really tell, but this side is lacking a little bit on coverage, and you can already see that my dark circles are starting to peek through this part right here and right here as well. The creasing didn't go as bad as I thought it would. It actually, remained the same with both concealers, but this side looks like it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's a little bit rough. And this side, which if you didn't notice already, it won. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but this is really good. Like, it looks like it's lifting my face. It looks like instant plastic surgery. Like I mentioned 100 times, it just brightens your face. And I actually did research when I decided to purchase this concealer, and everyone seemed to think that it actually highlights your face no matter the shade you choose. I think the MAC Pro Longwear is the perfect concealer for an everyday use, when you just want to even out your skin tone. If you love the highlighted look, this is for you. They crease, like, it's not too much, but it's not perfection. If you want to avoid creasing, you definitely need to apply a tiny bit, like a little bit goes a long way, and also, like set it with a powder. But if you use a lot of product like I did, you definitely need to bake, or it's gonna have a little creasing going on. Also, I noticed that the MAC Pro Longwear, it kinda enhances your floss. I love both concealers, don't get me wrong, I like them a lot, but the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer has a better range of colors. It also gives a more, flawless look. And of course, the packaging is travel friendly. You can keep in your bag and you don't have to worry about breaking it. Overall, I think we have a winner. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's amazing. I don't know if you can really tell, but it just looks so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Like I mentioned 100 times. And it actually does an amazing job at packing my shadow. And this actually does an amazing job at Why can't I talk? And this actually does an amazing job at waste way too much product. I'm talking about breaking the glass and I almost broke it. So I'm gonna, okay, I almost tapped myself. I'm going to explain to you the reasons why I love the one I love.